Hi, this is Aaron Booker with Varvid.tv. I'm lucky enough today to be here with Guy Haycock for Microsoft. Guy, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do at Microsoft.
Sure. I'm a product planner on the Windows Server business, and I specialize in servers in the SMB segment.
What is the big announcement that you made today? You've made a couple of big key announcements here at WPC.
Three things. First, we're announcing a preview of Small Business Server 7, the latest iteration on the Small Business Server product. Been lots of questions about that. Not a week doesn't go by before someone asks me. Secondly, we're also announcing a new edition, this thing called Aurora, which is a hybrid product. Some of the pieces are on the premise, some of the pieces are optional and in the cloud. And third, we're also announcing a preview of a software development kit that you can use to extend Aurora and extend it to the cloud.
I know that I've been really excited about Aurora because to me the promise of the cloud in the small business is the promise, but you typically, many small businesses don't have enough bandwidth to truly be a pure cloud play. But what you can do is have this hybrid solution, and I've been for years thinking, why don't we have this hybrid solution? And now that promise is coming into reality, coming to fruition. Can you talk a little bit about how some of those pieces work? And so for our audience, most of them are pretty familiar with Small Business Server, love it. How is Aurora going to be something that their customers love too?
Okay, so Aurora is similar to Small Business Server. All of the Windows Server components that you're used to seeing are on-premise. The thing that's different is Exchange and SharePoint is optional, and we're integrating with BPOS to deliver those pieces. So there's great functionality in Aurora for super small businesses. It's a great opportunity for VARs because it's an offering that you can sell to smaller businesses that may not have been able to afford a server like SBS or Windows Server today. So it's a great new low entry that you can go after a new set of customers. 73% of small businesses today don't have any servers at all, and Aurora is designed to go after that opportunity. It's huge.
I know that there's those peer-to-peer folks, and so many partners, they have these smaller customers and they love them, but how do you do managed services in an all peer-to-peer network? It just doesn't quite make as much sense. But with Aurora, up to 25 users, and I know that a number of partners have been using Windows Home Server to sort of do what Aurora does, but you didn't have some of the management because you didn't have Active Directory. How does Aurora make that easier for a partner?
Yeah, you bet. We've learned a lot from Home Server and the feedback from partners. You can absolutely think of Aurora as taking the best of Home Server, all the super simple remote web access, the PC client backup, but then blended with many of the SBS features such as the Active Directory and support for up to 25 users. So we really think we've got a great family there. Home Server, Aurora, Small Business Server, all aimed at the partner and all aimed at simplifying IT and getting servers into those peer-to-peer small businesses.
Well, and I'm so thrilled that you mentioned the backup piece, the remote web workplace piece. Both of those are such key features for small business, and those are the things that make people's just eyes light up, because so many small businesses, they know that they should keep their data on the server, but that bookkeeper, she pirates away her data, and the owner, he pirates away his data, and they lose a PC, and it's a crisis, and they're spending thousands of dollars to go try to retrieve that data. Now they've got a solution that at a reasonable cost, one price for up to 25 users. Is that correct? Is there licensing implications, or how does that work?
Yeah, it's a great question. Today at the conference, we're not talking about the final pricing for Aurora.
Sure.
It's support for up to 25. Stay tuned for how we're going to price that.
Understood.
I'll have much more to talk about later.
Sure, absolutely. Let's talk too about SBS 7. Great name, by the way. The name 7 sure seems to ring nicely in everybody's head and drown out the old Vista stuff, but SBS 7, what are some of the new updates to the Small Business Server Suite that are happening with SBS 7?
Sure. SBS codename 7 has all the latest new components. Windows Server 2008 R2, Exchange 2010 Service Pack 1 with its great new improved Outlook web access OS. Also the latest version of SQL and the premium add-on, which we should talk about, latest version of WSUS, and also SharePoint 2010. So all of the components that you're familiar with in SBS are the latest versions in SBS 7.
Well, it's so great to see what Microsoft is doing with SBS. Same thing with SBS 2003, then going to R2, now going to whatever we'll end up calling this, but the code name 7. But it just seems like small businesses are able to have enterprise quality at such an affordable cost, and even have features like RWW that enterprise doesn't get without doing some pretty fancy footwork.
You bet. And you know, just lots of choices. Your choice as the partner, how you want to move the customers from purely on-premise to partly on-premise, partly in the cloud. Just lots of options to help them move step by step.
Never seen a partner that doesn't like flexibility.
I've never seen a customer that doesn't like flexibility.
We're in violent agreement. Hey, thanks so much for your time today. This has been informative. Partners are going to be interested in getting involved in the preview. Where should they go to sign up and learn more about what's going on in the world of SBS?
To get to the preview, the easiest place to go is microsoft.com/SBS. You'll find a redirect there. You can register now today for the Connect website, and that means we'll send you a personalized email the moment those bits are available for download. And we expect to have those by the end of August, if not earlier.
I bet the downloads will be hectic.
I hope so.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.